Greetings and salutations, my fellow Tropians. That's right, it's that time for the Deeds and Shares Payout Show Weekly for Entropia Universe. We're sitting here in the New Treasure Island. I started doing ads for New Treasure Island. We need to pump up these numbers. We need to pump up these numbers. But before we do, listen, I'm just gonna stand here in the gardens of New Treasure Island. They have nice little gardens here. I like it. But let's go ahead and open this thing up. I got a little bit of news though. I managed to what do you call these things? I got a Herb Mark 1 that has reload speed and not bad healing, I guess. I managed to pick this up from a great white shark. So we're gonna be using that a little bit, but I might actually have to end up selling it. I don't know why. Oh my word! Rookie chat blew up with some craziness, but whatever. It's rookie chat. All right, Arcadia Underground. Let's check it out. So it looks like prices are starting to stabilize around. Look, I mean, look at it. It's like right below 80, but it's probably like a bunch of orders and people selling to the orders. Not even gonna lie, across the board, we're looking at some pretty crazy stuff going down. I don't. We have 1, 2, 3, 4 payouts for the Arcadia Underground and 1 payout for the Arcadia Moon, which is nice because I bought some extra Arcadia Moons. But I know a lot of you guys be like, well, that's dumb. I get it. I understand. I understand you saying, well, that's pretty dumb. But you know, the more you have of something, the more it pays out when it does pay out. And you never know when people might actually go there and do a little bit of work on it. Go and grinding some of the stuff there or mining. Because it's taxed. So if you do hit a big mining claim, which it's like a high-risk mining area, listen, a lot of people don't like to go to the Arcadia Moon. A lot of people used to believe that, well, we don't want to go because we don't want to get stuck by pirates going from the Arcadia Moon to Arcadia to sell our stuff. But they got rid of the PvP. The lootable PvP around all the stations and between the station to the planet. They got rid of the lootable PvP, so there's that doesn't apply anymore. And God knows what else, like why people don't go to the Arcadia Moon. I know people have to be going there because it gets paid out at least once a week. But I think Arcadia has just. Everybody has a really nasty taste in their mouth over Arcadia Moon for some reason. So I'm thinking about going there and just grinding out the tier components there because it's a great place for some tier components. But you know, with most all tier components, they hardly ever drop. It doesn't matter where you go; they just don't like to drop. But maybe I'm just farming the wrong places, or farming the wrong way. I don't know. But I'm gonna go there. I'm gonna go there and try to see if I can't strike it rich. And I invite you to come with me. The same thing with the Arcadia, the other underground. It pays out like a vast majority of the time, and I think that's absolutely amazing. But hopefully, it looks like. Looks like it's staying around 20. We got a lot of selling retail for the Arcadia Moon at about the, looks like 22, 23. So, I don't know. If you can get it for 20, I'd do that. But, I don't know. It might go back up. It might start inching its way back up if more people start buying these things. But, I don't know. Who knows? Just buy it and hold on to it and see what happens, I guess. Let's see. I'm going to go ahead and extract all this, put all my money aside. That way we can go ahead and get our 28 0.17 PED. I'm gonna have to start rebuilding my Arcadia Underground supply. I don't understand why I sold them, but if the prices actually are going down on them, I might actually have to start buying back in. But we'll see where we go. We'll see where we go from where we're at. Every single week, it just gets weirder and weirder. All right, let's take a look at the shares. All right, Ancient Greece actually ended up paying out 1 peck per share. I gotta throw my glasses on. There's little words and stuff. Oh wow, I can see even 100% better. Calypso Landy Trust paid out 3 peck per share. I'm gonna have to get my hands on some more of those. Crystal Palace Space Station actually paid out 1 peck per share. And New Treasure Island didn't even pay out. Rocktropia paid out 1 peck per share. And Triton Industries did not pay out. Let's go over this. It looks like a lot of people were heading over to Rocktropia. If that wasn't true, then it wouldn't be paying out. So it paid out 1 peck per share. So a lot of people are on Rocktropia. So if they're not on Rocktropia, they're definitely not on Calypso. So it looks like I'm willing to say a good amount of people are on Rocktropia. I haven't checked it out, but I'm pretty sure that it's probably popping over there. I'm gonna go check it out sometime this week. But Ancient Greece actually finally made its payout. It didn't pay out last week, but it paid out this week. I've gone there a couple of times, and it seems to be going okay over there. I was doing some of the, what do you call it, missions for the Gorgon Shade. So I'm on the Centaurs now, and I'm just not good enough for the Centaurs. I mean, I can kill the Centaurs, but it just takes forever. And I don't like it. So it is what it is. But let's see. Ancient Greece, 966. It looks like there's a couple more on here than there was yesterday night. But 966 seems to be where we're at, with the biggest glut of 1,383. Should you be buying these? I don't know if you want to. It's still under 10, but that being said, it's a little bit scary. Calypso Landy Trust. This is the gold standard right here. This is almost as good as gold at 38, and 38.10. All right, 38.24 after that. But yeah, this is definitely the gold standard. Somebody's actually wanting 44, and they might actually get it at some point. But I don't know. As long as there's still a few, it's just a little bit too expensive for me. It's like actually buying gold. I can either buy some gold or I can buy some silver, or even some copper, I guess. But it's hard to buy a bunch of gold. It just is, but when you do, it ends up being worth it. But blah. Crystal Palace Space Station. This is went from gold, or maybe this is more like platinum, which is actually worth less than gold, believe it or not. But now it's actually come back down. What is this? What is going on? I'm really thinking that people just need the money, so that every once in a while, you know, people need money, right? So they'll sell something, and then they'll make either a big purchase or they're withdrawing from the game. Now, from what I understand, Slump Dog ended up having to sell a bunch of these Crystal Palace Space Station shares. He had like 3,000 of them. He had to sell those so he could buy Mutation Station. And just think, Zero Overdrive had to sell a whole bunch of stuff just to be able to buy Mutation Station, right? So there's probably other people out there that need to sell these Crystal Palace Space Station shares just to buy like an upgraded gun. But of course, real life is getting 10 times more expensive. And, yeah, 10 times more expensive in real life. So maybe they need to withdraw. I don't know the answer, but sometimes people need to sell, and that makes the price drop. Yeah, it makes the price drop. But, whatever. Do Treasure Island. Listen. I've been working on New Treasure Island extra this week, and it didn't pay out. But I'm sorry. I'm not decaying as much as I used to. Now that I'm using a DC30 modified, I'm just not decaying as much as I used to. I got the Cali Trek. It's in my shop if you want to buy it, but I've managed to pick up some more New Treasure Island shares. We're up to 8,100, so I'm like devastated this didn't pay out this week, but it is what it is. What was that? And do I have more money now? What? Oh, it's mail? Who's Trogdar Debarer 2? Alright, I'll add you as a friend, I guess. New Treasure Island shares. So disappointed it didn't pay out. But I mean, here's what I'm saying is, like, people do need the money. Now, this actually sold out within the first couple of hours. Crystal Palace Space Station sold out within the first couple of days. Okay. So these two shares, they're completely held by mostly the community. Our community, right? So if New Treasure Island's going down and Crystal Palace Space Station's going down, that's to be expected. Ancient Greece, for some reason, doesn't want to go down to like New Treasure Island levels, mostly because of the big majority of the shares are still available for purchase. But they'll still go down from what we actually have here. So I don't know. It's just all sorts of things that go into all the valuations. But people need money. People will sell, and then the price will go lower. That's just how it is. Now with Entropia, the fact that these things are so expensive is because they're just not releasing them. They, as in Never Die and whoever else has some shares, they're just not releasing them to the greater, wider public. And I get it. I do. What was this? A volume of 123. People were buying it at such crazy amounts, and now the average price is like 43. And it pays out pretty much on average. What we got here? Pretty much on average. What? Okay, so this is 2, 1. Okay, 1, 2. 1, 1, 1, 1. We're looking at a price of at least about 15 at current rates. Not even really that. Maybe between 10 and 15. Don't go too crazy, but don't. I mean, I don't know. Like, people will probably buy it for about 20, probably. Realistically, later on when it gets codex, but it, as long as it's not actually, we don't actually have a market yet, which we do not. There's no telling what it's going to be, but is paying out 1 pec per share, and people aren't even holding on to shares right now. I mean, I understand why people are going over to Entropia to get the last bits of iron missions before the codex gets added. We don't know when the codex is going to be added, but no one owns any shares except for Never Die. So unless Never Die is doing something really nice with the money, which he might be, I don't know, that he gets every week from the mostly the dividends that are paying, which if he has, like, that's a lot. Like, even at 1 peck per share, if you're holding on to almost all the shares, it's still a pretty good amount of weekly income to do something in the game with. But it is what it is. If he doesn't want to sell it, like, I don't understand. I'm not. Look, I really only like to go to places that I actually own shares in. So even if it does get Codex, I'm probably not going to go to Rocktropia to at least own about like 3,000 shares or so. So I don't know. If it's going to be too expensive to even buy, I'm not going to buy it. So I'm not going to go to Rocktropia. That's just the way I play. It's the way I do things. But I am grateful that I have a few shares here so I could actually do the show. But sell some shares, bro. Just sell some shares. At least let's try to find like a market for it. But if you are wanting to hold off on doing that until it looks like it's going to become a little bit better, that you do you. But people are getting hosed. People are getting hosed. People are buying these things and thinking that this is the real price. People are like buying all 27 of them. Just getting hosed. People are getting hosed over this. Like, it'd be okay if people knew that, hey, this is the real price. But no, people don't know because they don't do their research. And they voluntarily just jump in front of the hose all naked and stuff. It's like, yo, you're messing up, but whatever. It's people that don't watch this show. But listen, Rocktropia is looking very promising. I'm just gonna go ahead and throw that. What's up with Triton? What happened? Nothing happened. But we don't have enough shares, so the price. This is like Rocktropia. If there's like limited shares that got sold, this is what we're looking like. Like, how many shares actually ended up getting sold? That's not gonna work. How many shares ended up actually getting sold? We're looking at almost all of this right here. So we've got like, yeah, about 15, 13, 10, and then it kind of died off around here. So this is maybe I will go out on a limb here and say about 40,000, 50,000 shares probably got sold until they pulled it back off the market. And this is what you get. A real price of about that much, but not a lot of volume. So it still looks like it's going down from what is going on here, but it didn't pay out this week, so who cares, right? What is going on in this world? And it is still migrations going on. And we just see like three pack per share for Calypso. There's like mayhem going on. It's only 3 pack per share for Calypso. A lot of people are on Rocktropia, but they're also chilling out in ancient Greece. Probably mostly doing the Gorgon event, popping some globals and stuff. It is what it is. And a few people in the underground, I guess, popping some big globals. When it comes down to New Treasure Island, though, like it literally needs to have a bunch of people here, and you need to like decay. But if there's nobody here, it doesn't matter if somebody pops the biggest global ever. This place isn't taxed. It goes off of decay. So it needs people to just be grinding here. And that's the beautiful part about it. So if it doesn't pay out, it is what it is. I mean, it's not taxed. So it just needs to be more popular. But it just looks like everybody's off doing everything a little bit. But it doesn't look like they're doing much of migration or anything. It's crazy. But it is summertime. It's hot outside, and some of you weirdos don't have air conditioning, which is beyond me. As a matter of fact, you know what? I'm going to end this video right now so I can turn on my air conditioner. So try to like, share, and subscribe. I'm sorry. If something you like didn't pay out this week, like New Treasure Island, just buy some shares, come to New Treasure Island, and go pew pew. But then again, I'm gonna go to the moon and see if I can't pew pew, and get a nice big fat global so it goes into the taxes. Reduce taxes on Arc Underground and Arc Moon. So that's another reason it's not paying out crazily, but it is what it is. It's August the 19th, 2024. It gets better from here. A lot of people are going to be coming back into the game soon. Halloween mayhem is upon us in a couple months. It's still summertime. It's hot. Didn't I already say that? Like, share, and subscribe. Eh? Comments down below. Until next time, this has been the Deeds and Shares Payout Show, weekly, for Entropia Universe. I'm out. I'm leaving. The video's done. Bye.